Black world, know this: bullshit never upsets people. Truth does. Truth does. Truth does. Truth does.
And I'll be honest with you.
Open your minds. This is X from the Prophet of Thought series. You know, the fantasize. Yeah. Fraudulence, fallacy, and fantasy. Okay? I mean, I've spoke about this before, and this will probably be the last time I make a video over it. But I gotta say this, because see, I've gotten to the point now myself where I live my life on my own terms, and I'm trying to deal with the truth. Okay, forget the fraudulence, forget the fallacy, forget the fantasy. And me, I suggest that a lot of black people need to do the same damn thing, because let's be real, okay? Let's talk real talk. We all know about the problems that exist in the black world. They're no secret, so I'm not even gonna go into them, okay? Just like there's a lot of positive things in the black world, and I don't need to go into those either. But my thing is this: we as black people, we have a tendency to run from the truth. Okay? We run from the truth. We run from any questions that we are afraid, okay, of the answer. I guess we are afraid of our failures in our lives to be exposed. We are afraid of criticism and critiquing. I mean, we don't want to hear the truth about anything, whether it be people, places, or things that we are emotionally connected to, or ourselves. I mean, we are emotionally connected to our families, our friends, and the people around us. We are emotionally connected, okay, to our raggedy ass neighborhoods and ghettos and projects and slums. We are emotionally connected to things like YouTube, Facebook, okay, the Real Housewives, Love and Hip Hop, etc. We are emotionally connected to things like that, okay? So we don't want to hear no criticism, no critique. We don't want to hear no truth, and we definitely don't want to hear no criticism or critique of ourselves, especially when it's the truth. See, this is the thing with us as black people, and I know people are going to get mad about this, but you know what? I don't even care, okay? The thing about us, man, as a people, and I say us because my ass is included in it too, we would sit back and let somebody tell us how great we are, how magnificent we are, and how beautiful we are, and all this kind of nonsense we can do. We can entertain anything, okay, that makes us look better or feel better, even if it's a black-faced lie. That's what I said. We will entertain anything, okay, that makes us look better or feel better, if it's a black-faced lie. Now, if we are told the truth now, and it don't make us look better or feel better, we will reject that at all costs. We'll go right to personally attacking whoever brings it up, whoever talks about it. And whatever argument you make it, no matter how true it is, okay, you will never get confronted on that argument. You will always get confronted on personal attacks. People will say, oh, you're a self-hater, you're a coon, you're a sellout, you're a Sambo, you are this, you are that. You know, this is what you will hear, okay? But if you was to sit up there and tell them 500 lies that made them feel better, even though they know it's lies, they will entertain it, and you will receive a round of applause on top of a standing ovation. And that's pretty much the crux of where we are in the state of black people, okay? And let me tell you something. As black people, we not only have failed, a lot of us have failed ourselves, failed our children, failed the black world, okay? We have have also failed in becoming people who have a foothold on any degree of any kind of culture. Most of us, we don't have no bit of damn culture. We don't have a culture. That's why we always hiding behind religion and consciousness and sovereignty and all this kind of nonsense, okay? Now, mind you, we have all this religion, we have all this sovereignty, we have all this consciousness going on, but meanwhile, our damn kids are failing in school. Meanwhile, our bills ain't paid. Meanwhile, a lot of us don't have life insurance, bank account, college fund. But we conscious, we religious, we sovereign. I mean, it makes no damn sense. It makes no damn sense. Because see, all of these things, you know, especially religion, we can definitely hide behind that. Okay? And these same people who thump the Bible and tell you how saved they are and how much of a Christian they are, these are the same people standing in the church parking lot, cursing like a sailor. These are the same people sucking this pastor's penis in the church basement. These are the same people screwing somebody's wife in the church attic, in the back office of the church. But they telling you how they so sanctified and sanctimonious. I mean, it's ridiculous. Because, boy, one thing we can do as black people, boy, we can sure invoke God, okay, when it suits us. But when it doesn't suit us, the last thing we doing is invoking God. Especially when we doing our quote-unquote ungodly things. When we doing our ungodly things, the last thing on our mind is a God. And let me tell you something. If there is a God, most of us, he wouldn't have a damn thing to do with most of us. He wouldn't have a damn thing to do with most of us. So we need to quit hiding behind God, okay? Every damn time we find ourselves in a pickle. When we find ourselves in a problem, or when we find ourselves in an argument that we don't have a damn comeback for. We need to stop doing that too, okay? And far as the conscious, the so-called conscious people, okay? Now I'll give them this. Some of them actually have good knowledge of the facts. I mean, there is no ifs, ands about that. Some brothers and sisters really have good knowledge of the facts. But let me tell you something. Overall, a lot of those same people who you see on Facebook, YouTube, Snapchat, Instagram with their dashikis on and their head wraps and their koofies, those are the same people that's in the neighborhood selling drugs. Those are the same women in the neighborhood that's selling ass. Those are the same people in the neighborhood who don't have a damn dime invested in their kids' development, growth, or education. These are the same damn people who ain't even got their house in order, but they want to get on some platform on the internet and tell you how conscious they are and how unconscious you are. That's a big deal too. They sit back and they wear this mask of consciousness, but when they go home, their kids are starving, okay? Their kids are failing in school. They selling crack. The women are selling ass. And they ain't doing nothing to make sure the household is in order. But they're conscious though. They're conscious of blackness. They're conscious of history. They're conscious of Africa. They're conscious of white supremacy, I mean. They're conscious of that. All right? As far as the sovereignty thing go, those people, to me, most of them are just a bunch of coops who are running from their own miserable lives. That's right. That's what I said. A bunch of kooks who are running from their own miserable lives. Now, see, the ones who are making money off of the sovereign thing, see, they're the ones who have a little more intelligence, because see, they have found an audience of people who will actually entertain that kookery, okay, and send them money, okay, for them to get some piece of paper that say you are a sovereign citizen. Therefore, laws don't apply to you, politics don't apply to you, policy don't apply to you, and no type of regulations in this world apply to you until you mess around and find yourself pulled over by the police, okay, find yourself in front of a judge, all right, or find yourself in jail, that sovereignty crap goes right out of the window. You get a reality check, no matter how many papers you got, no matter how much money you done spent, and how many fake, made up, bogus IDs they've given you, speaking to your damn sovereignty. So we as black people, man, we got to get past it. Like I said, man, it's fraudulence, it's fantasy, and it's fallacy. It's what it is. And that's what it's been for like a half a century. And you hear people, because I get it a lot too, telling me, oh, well, you guys, y'all need to uplift. You need to be uplifting black people. You need to be. Let me tell you something, man. Uplifting black people ain't my damn job. It ain't never been my job. All right? I'm basically just an internet opinionator, just like everybody damn else. I get up here and I speak my damn opinions, and I try to base them on fact. And if anybody can prove my opinions wrong, please write me, leave a comment down there below this video and tell me that I was wrong about something. But I say again, it ain't my job to freaking uplift black people. All right? Just like YouTube itself is not my job. All right? I work for mine. All right? I'm a blue collar brother. You know what I do for a living? I run a power mechanic shop. I work on motorcycles, outboard motors, commercial lawn equipment, weed whackers, generators, bulldozers. That's what I do. I'm a blue collar brother. Okay? I don't get paid off of YouTube. That ain't where my money comes from. I couldn't even afford to buy equipment for my damn shop with the money that I make off of YouTube. Because when I started doing this on YouTube, I didn't start it for doing no money. Do my videos get monetized? You're damn right, because I like to get paid for everything I do. But trust me, the money I make off of YouTube is infinitesimal, because number one, I don't have a lot of subscribers. You check up there on my feed up there, I think I got like 65 subscribers. That's it. You look at my Facebook page, I think I got maybe 850 followers on Facebook. The money's not flowing in. Like I said, I work for mine. All right? No one's ever given X a damn thing. Everything I earn with my own blood, sweat, tears, and hands. So I don't need to be on here and say a bunch of things that everybody like, and it's not my job to uplift black people. That's part of the fraudulence, fallacy, and fantasy. It's not my job to uplift black people. YouTube ain't even my job. I'll say again, I'm just an internet opinionator saying the things that I think. And you got a choice whether to listen to them, not listen to them. You can comment, you can not comment. You can condone what I say or condemn what I say. It does not matter. It doesn't change the fact of the things that I talk about. Because the black world needs to be talked about. It does. It needs to be talked about. It needs to be discussed. Okay? Now, you listen to the internet, you hear a lot of women blaming black men for the state of the world. You hear a lot of men blaming black women for the state of the world. Okay? Now, there's two sides to every story, and in between that story lies the truth. We all know that, right? Now, if the truth is too much for us to handle, you know what we need to do? What we need to do is close our eyes, close our ears, all right? And probably so close our damn mouths too. Because see, if we can't entertain the truth, if we cannot entertain the truth, we will never advance. Because see, in the black world, we have this perception problem. We have a perception problem. We want to remain doing what we doing. We want to do the same old stupid shit all the time, but we want the world to look at it different. Let me tell you something. I was talking to somebody that I know the other day, right? Now, I have a teenage daughter. I have a 17-year-old daughter, and he has a daughter that I think is 17 or 18. And I told him, I said, the problem with the black world is perception, all right? Now, mind you, like I said, we both got teenage daughters. And I told him, if my daughter was the type of girl who wore 6-inch pumps, booty cutting shorts and skirts, high midriff tight shirts, low cut. She's got on makeup that makes her look like somebody out of a burlesque show. And when she walks up the street, when she comes back, she says, "Hey, Pop, everybody says I look like a whore. How do I stop people from looking at me like I'm a whore?" Now, I would be being less than a damn father. I would be being less than a man to tell her, "Oh, well, people need to change, the way they look at you, child." No, that's not what needs to be told. What I need to tell her is, "Look, child, if you don't want people to look at you like a whore, you need to stop wearing these booty cutting shorts and skirts. You need to lose the low cut, high midriff tight shirts, okay? Hugging your damn breasts. You need to get rid of the burlesque show makeup, and you need to lose them damn 6-inch pumps. You need to dress more conservatively and look more like your age." That's what I should be telling her. And see, we as black people, we are the 17-year-old girl that's dressed like a hooker. And we don't want people to say we look like a hooker. No. We want people to stop saying we look like a hooker while we continue to look like a hooker. We want people to say that we are just being cultural, that we are just being black, that we are just a product of white supremacy. We are just a product of poverty and poverty and disparity and pain and all this kind of nonsense. Bullshit. It's bullshit. All right? If you don't want to be looked at like a hooker, you know what you need to do? You need to stop dressing like one. Instead of telling me I need to stop looking at you like one. That's how you change. That's how you bring change. The change must come from within. And you will never change as long as you live in a world of fraudulence, fallacy, and fantasy. You will never change. You will never, ever change as long as you live within fraudulence, fallacy, and fantasy. And we as black people, we need to understand that. And I don't think a lot of us do. We don't understand it. We do not understand it. We are so into looking better, feeling better, as opposed to doing better. And that's what we need to do. We need to be doing better. We need to be doing better by our kids, our sons and daughters. We need to be doing better by the black world. And a lot of us, we just need to be doing better by our damn selves. Okay? We need to get our heads out of the screens. We need to get our freaking heads out of the damn television. We need to get our damn heads out of the internet. Get our heads into our lives. And a lot of us need to get our heads into some damn books. We need to get our heads into something that's going to teach us something. We need to do more learning, less talking, more listening, less speaking. These are the things. These are the things we need to do. Because that's going to bring about change. Change ain't going to drop out of the sky like rain. You ain't going to be able to change the world while you remain the same. You can't live in a world of fraudulence, fallacy, and fantasy and expect the world to be real or view you as real. How can they? You can't call a cat a dog. You can't call a dog a cat. You can't call a bird a mouse, and you cannot call a mouse a bird. All right? The sky is blue. The grass is green. Even if that makes you feel bad, doesn't change the fact that it is what it is. Black people are some of the poorest people on the damn planet. Black people are the most freaking illegitimately born people on the planet. Okay? Black women are the fattest damn people on the planet. Black men are freaking messed up. They just are. It is what it is. If we do not begin to understand these things, not only are we going to never grow as a segment of this population, we are never going to leave the world of fraudulence, fallacy, and fantasy. Because, see, our time, our minds, our money, and a lot of us, our whole physicality is invested in the wrong things. Shoot, you got men who are more invested in their cars, their big screen TVs, their jewelries, their Jordans, their PlayStations and Xboxes than they are in their own damn children. They're more invested in that than they are in their own damn children's education. You got a bunch of women. They more invested in their hair, their nails, their shoes, their butt injections, their damn breast injections than they are their own damn children. And that's a fact. That is a fact. Many of us, and I'm quoting the general from the League of Dads, Chris Smith. Big shout out to Chris Smith from the League of Dads. I was on a show with him, the Angry Man Show, a while back. And he said something, man, that stuck with me ever since he said it. He said, black people do not have a curriculum. And he's right. They don't have a damn curriculum. They don't have a curriculum. Everything with black people is playing it by ear. And see, they playing it by ear, but the ear they're playing by is hearing impaired. It's hearing impaired. So, until we get rid of that hearing impairment, playing it by ear ain't gonna work either. And that's something else we need to understand. But we ain't gonna understand it. You think black people are just gonna jump up and get invested in their damn education? No. You think black people are gonna jump up and get invested in droves in their children's education? No. You think these black women are gonna stop having these babies? No. You think these black men are gonna stop having 10 to 20 babies by 10 to 20 women? No. No, it's not. And I know that bothers everybody to hear, oh, why you talking so negatively? I'm not talking negatively, man. I'm telling it like it is. I'm telling it like it is. In 5, 10, 15 years from now, guess what? What I'm saying will hold true. If I'm wrong, I will retract and I will apologize to the whole black world. But guess what? I'm not going to have to do that. I'm not going to have to do that because it is what it is. It is what it is. Just like everything I've said for the past 20 some odd minutes is true. Because see, I don't believe in fraudulence, fallacy, or fantasy. I don't believe in it. Not get up here and I spew this stuff and say these things. I have to apply these same things to my life. Because if I'm not only am I doing a disservice to the people who do listen to me and follow me and support my platforms, I'm doing a disservice to my damn self. I'm doing a disservice to my damn self. And that's something I'm definitely too old, have been through too much, and have worked too hard to do. Because one thing about us as black people, we have a problem with being true to ourselves. That's why we don't want anything that is true to be brought to us. We don't want anything that's true to be brought to us. We just don't. We can't take it. It's too hard. But it is what it is. It is what it is. We need to be true to ourselves. We need to be true to our children. We need to stop lying to people. We need to stop lying to white folks. We need to stop lying to our children. And most importantly, we need to stop lying to our damn selves. But first, before we do that, we have to stop living in the world of fraudulence, fallacy, and fantasy. And that's fact.